Hey, welcome to the reading. If this reading found you, there may be a message here for you. If it's not a message for you, it may be a message for someone you know, and in that case, you can share this video with them. At any rate, you found the exit. Before I start with the cards, I was channeling a few numbers. The first one is 1313. And it resonates with creativity, artistry, self expression, and open communication. And it embodies the spirit of the storyteller. Okay. We also got 555, 61 times. And of course, it represents change, transformation, and personal growth, as well as encouragement to let go of the old and trust it will be replaced with better opportunities and more freedom. So keep an open mind. And remember, these changes will be significant and necessary. Okay. All right. We also got 606, 51 times. And I'm getting there's a need to strive for equal give and take. And it highlights the importance of self-respect when it comes to compromise. Okay. We also got 2112 3 times, and I'm getting there's a need to go within, cleanse your soul, and release what no longer serves you, like limiting beliefs and negative mindsets. And I'm also getting Matthew 21:12. Jesus enters the temple of God. So what I'm getting from that is he went within himself. Okay. So I think it's 1 Corinthians 3:16. You are the temple of God. And so, like I said, 21:12. Jesus went into the temple of God. So I'm seeing he went into himself. Okay. And then we got 3636 just once. And this talks about balance and harmony and mutual support in your relationships. Okay. So I'm getting that give and take again with 606. All right. So with the songs, the first song I channeled for this reading is Changes I've Been Going Through by Mary J. Blige. And it struck me deeply because, a little personal note, I remember listening to this album, this CD, when they first came out on repeat, like every single day, over and over and over, back in, I think it was 92. Probably because it was like one of 2 CDs I owned as a kid. And I remember being cognizant of my ignorance to its meaning. Okay. I knew it sounded good, but I didn't know what it meant. Then fast forward to today, after having children and having regret, remorse for not being a better parent, and not having the opportunity to communicate all of the personal growth and changes that I've undergone. I'm getting 555 and 2112 again. I'm hearing there may be a need to go without in order to focus on going within. Like as in fasting. Okay. Or this is something that you're currently doing, you're currently working on, going without something in order to focus on going within. Okay, so anyway, the next song I heard is Stressed Out by 21 Pilots, and the part that goes, wish we could turn back time to the good old days. Wait, how'd it go? When our mom would sing us to... Wait, no, that's not... When... Okay, bear with me. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when my mom would sing us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Okay, so it's kind of a weird song. I apologize. So let's see what these cards have to say about all of this. Okay? All right. First we have, oh, and this is like one of my first decks. So I'm going flashback here. First we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. And it says, holding on too tight can stop you from moving forward. Okay, reversed. Okay, so it also says greed, materialism, lack of originality, possessiveness, and obstacles. Oh, and I just saw 5:45 on the timer. Okay, we also have the Two of Swords reversed. Listen to your inner voice when making choices. Okay, and we have bad choices, defensiveness, action, disloyalty, misrepresentation. I hope these are all gonna fit. We also have the Nine of Swords. Worrying changes nothing. Decide your next step. Anxiety, anguish, stressed out. Hopelessness, worry, captivity, imprisonment, and victimization. All right. We have wit and adaptability. Today requires adaptability. Change is inevitable. I said that with something, 5:55. But those who can adjust quickly will find opportunities in the chaos. Stay calm, respond flexibly, and use your cleverness to find the best solution. Yeah, I don't think these are going to fit. Okay, we also have addiction reversed. Compulsive need despite negative consequences. Get support in therapy, healing, liberation, and support. Yeah, this is ridiculousness here. We also have battle within reversed. The greatest war you wage is against yourself. Inner conflict resolution. Okay, I'm going to do some rearranging. I still want to be able to see everything. All right, bear with me, pretty please. Can we see it? Is everything in the picture? I hope, I think. Okay, yeah, it's close enough. All right. And we have the honeysuckle reversed. All right. We have chaga with defense and balance. And we have the child with 13. Interesting. With beginnings, innocent, and play. All right. Yeah, scooch. Okay. Everything's in like Flynn. Okay. Let's start. Let's start here. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm actually hearing another part of stressed out that talks about wishing he could find some better sounds no one has ever heard, wishing he had a better voice that sang some better words. Okay. So you may be holding your tongue, biting your tongue, because you fear you lack originality, perhaps. Okay. 1313. Okay. Interesting. I'm hearing you have a story to tell, and it's necessary to tell it, to express it. Okay, to communicate it openly. Okay. Or there may be a fear of saying the wrong thing, with this misrepresentation. Okay, so it's important to listen deeply for our intuition, all right? Because our intuition speaks in subtle whispers, really quietly, or signs, as in sign language, so you wouldn't hear it at all, in your head anyway. And while our ego is the loudest voice in the room, right? Okay. So our ego is shouting over anything our intuition has to say. So you may see a beautiful bald eagle flying overhead, and your intuition's whispering, "This is a message," and your ego's screaming, "It's just a damn bird," right? Okay, that's just an example. But okay, so the messages maybe from your intuition may be embedded in synchronicities that you see. And I'm getting 2112 again. Our inner voice is easy to brush off because our ego is so loud and demanding. Okay, but it is necessary, all right? It's not pure evil. It just does, it's loud. Okay, so there may be a deeper meaning to the anxiety or remorse. Okay, 555, the changes you've been going through. For example, I couldn't see, okay, personal note, I couldn't see through my defensiveness when I was making bad choices, right? It wasn't until my children were grown and distant that I was able to recognize where I needed to grow and transform, right? So I had to go without in order to go within. All right. Now, because this honeysuckle card has to do with the search for inner knowledge, hidden secrets, soul discovery, and the lantern that lights the path, it really makes me think of the hermit. Okay, so that's going within, 2112. And reversed, the honeysuckle represents insecurity. And true security has nothing to do with failure or success in the world. But, but it has to do with recognizing your true nature. So looking within your shadow at all aspects of self, which is already perfect and whole. Okay, it's just necessary to grow and evolve, okay, and change. So if you're finding it difficult to look within, try fasting from the distractions of the world. Okay, so it's like, I'm getting a specific real world example. It's like you can't see the stars when you're in the city with all the light pollution, right? But once you go out into the country, out into nature, you can see the whole Milky Way. It's just like it's hard to find deeper meaning through creation if we're constantly stimulated by consuming the creation of others. Okay, so you may need to go without TV or I don't know, It's just the first thing that comes to me. Or your phone. The stimulation that you get from consuming what others put out in order to focus on what your story is, so you can communicate and create from your own truth, right? Okay. So what do you need to let go of in order to receive what you need to grow? Okay, 2112 again. Are you letting people stay in your energy who are no longer serving your highest purpose? 606. It's about equilibrium and finding equal give and take and maintaining self-respect. Okay. The work you do on the inside can create profound shifts with your reality around you. Okay. I'm actually hearing something I read. I'm not sure how it fits, Spirit, but I'll say it. It says, don't be afraid to start over again. This time you aren't starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. Okay. Okay. So, with this addiction reversed and the battle within reversed, these are shadow cards. And so, with them being reversed, I get the feeling that these are things you are already addressing. Okay, so like I was saying before, going without to go within, this may be something you're already doing. Okay, but I'm also getting, I'm actually picturing whack-a-mole, right? So like anytime it's like, okay, so, okay, yes, I'm going to give up smoking or vaping, but then an addiction for sugar pops up. So you whack that mole, and then an addiction for stimulation through your phone pops up. So you whack that mole, and it seems like a never-ending battle that you are cognizant of, that you are aware of. Interesting. All right, so interesting. You may want to adapt your method. All right, maybe get another whacker so you can whack two at a time. It may seem like you're making better progress that way, or it may be a matter of accepting where you're at and what part of this growth shift you're on, what part of this transformation you're in. All right, and with this child, okay, that's where the don't be afraid to start over again. This time you aren't starting from scratch as a child that doesn't know anything, right? You're starting from experience. Okay, so wow, I'm also hearing, and don't make this fit if it doesn't fit, please, but if it resonates, I'm hearing an adult child of alcoholic. Okay, so your journey may have been one that you watched others suffer from addictive tendencies or toxic attachments, and then now as an adult you are adapting and learning better ways of coping. Okay, and it's a process. It's not, 555 doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen tomorrow. Transformation takes time, right? Like we weren't all living on Pangea yesterday, right? It's taken millennia for the earth to transform the way it has. And the earth is made of matter, and we are also made of matter. So give yourself some time and an open mind, and know that there's the whack-a-mole again. Know that at the end of the game, you're going to get a bunch of tickets to trade in for a prize. Okay. All right. I think I'm pretty sure I covered everything, guys. And if I missed anything, I will throw it in the comments later, like I do. So yeah, I hope this message finds who it's meant for, and you're able to find some kind of encouragement, some confirmation, synchronicities. And with that being said, if you like the way I read, I truly appreciate all the love, the support, the kind words, the shares, the subscribes, and I love the likes. I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.